You ever feel like there's a hand on your throat, stopping you from being happy? We all have that invisible director. Why do you postpone fixing that broken faucet for months? Why do you push away the person who loves you most? It feels illogical, right? But for your subconscious, it's a survival mechanism based on a lie. Think of your mind as a theater stage. There is an actor, a director, and spectator. Before we dive into the director's secrets, join our community of truth seekers by subscribing. Imagine a 10-year-old child. A teacher praises them in front of everyone. Why does this create a trauma? Because that praise carries a hidden weight. You must always be perfect to be loved. Now look at your life. Why do you sabotage your success? Because the director in your head is afraid. If you fail on purpose, you control the outcome. But if you try and fail, that perfection lie dies. This is why you don't fix that faucet. This is why you ruin your relationships. To stay safe in your smallness. The spectator is your body. It feels the stress of the director. It turns emotional pain into physical illness. Diabetes, migraines, chronic pain, these are often the body's way of saying, I can't carry this script anymore. How do we break the chains? You must become the author of your own play. Stop being the puppet. Look at the director in the eye and say, I am enough, even when I fail. Now, look at the concept of unworthiness. It's a ghost in your theater. You think you're not fixing that faucet because you're lazy? No, you don't fix it because the director says you don't deserve a functioning home. This is the dark truth of self-sabotage. It is a twisted form of self-punishment. Breaking this cycle requires a pattern interrupt. Do the opposite of what the director screams. Fix the faucet. Hug your mother. Accept the praise. Reclaim your stage. Let's talk about the secondary gain. Why does your mind enjoy being sick? When you're sick or failing, no one expects anything from you. The pressure disappears. But this is a trap. You are trading your freedom for a fake safety net. The director says, stay in the cage, it's warm here. Outside, you might fail. Remember the 10-year-old child's memory from the video. The appreciation was a poison. If you only exist when you're praised, you become a slave to others' opinions. Now, the transformation. Look at your director and realize he is just a scared child too. Forgive yourself for the years you spent sabotaging. You were just trying to survive. This is the end of the old script. From now on, you write the lines. You are the master. If you felt this deep in your soul, comment, I am the author. See you in the next reality. Why do we repeat the same tragedy? Because your subconscious prefers a familiar hell over an unknown heaven. Think about that mother-child dynamic. If love was always conditional, you grew up as a performer. Now, as an adult, you're still juggling. You think if you stop, the world will stop loving you. This is why you sabotage. You want to quit before you are fired by life. But look closely at the director again. He is wearing the clothes of your past authorities. Your physical pain, that diabetes, that migraine, is the spectator, your body screaming, enough. To heal the body, you must fire the director. You must rewrite the play where you're not a victim. Say this to your inner child. You don't have to be perfect to be worthy of this breath. Every time you fix a broken faucet or accept a hug, you're winning a war against your past. The play is over. The lights are on. You are free. Go and live your own story now. Let's talk about the loyalty to misery. Why do you protect your pain like a treasure? Because if you heal, you will have no one to blame. You will be responsible for your life. The director whispers, it's your mother's fault. It's the teacher's fault. This is a drug. As long as it's someone else's fault, you don't have to change. But you also can't be free. Look at your internal theater again. The spectator, your body, is tired of the drama. The migraine you feel is the spectator trying to walk out of this bad movie. How to fire the director. You stop reacting. You become the silence behind the noise. When the director shouts, you are worthless, you respond. That's just a thought, not a truth. This is the pattern interrupt. This is the moment you reclaim your power. From now on, your body doesn't need to get sick to protect you. You're safe in your own skin. Why do we talk about diabetes? Because the body doesn't lie. It stores the stress of the actor. When you carry the weight of your mother's unhealed trauma, your blood turns bitter. But here is the secret. You're not the body. You are the one observing the body. Fire the director. Burn the script. Walk out of the theater. Fix that faucet. Not because it's broken, but because you deserve a home that works. Hug your mother. Not to fix her, but to free yourself from the hate that binds you. You're no longer a 10-year-old child waiting for a teacher's praise. You are the universe. This 10-minute journey was your first pattern interrupt. Don't go back to the old play. The strings are gone. The stage is yours. What will you write today? If you are ready to be the author, hit subscribe. The truth is dark, but the light is yours. Why does the body choose diabetes or migraines? Because it's a safe exit. If you are sick, you don't have to face the terrifying success the director fears. The director says, "I'd rather have you sick and safe than successful and vulnerable." This is the secondary game. Your illness is your shield against the world's expectations. To heal, you must convince the director that vulnerability is not death. Fire the director, not with anger, but with compassion. He was just a child trying to protect you. Say to your body, "I hear you." You don't need to scream through pain anymore. Every time you speak your truth, a physical knot in your body dissolves. You're the author now. The play of the victim is officially over. Are you ready to write a scene where you are healthy, successful, and loved?